What's up, YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and it's Sunday, so that means it's time for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat video. Now this week, I want to talk about having Heavy Storm and the 3 Mystical Space Typhoons in our decks. Whether or not that's just all overhyped that we should be afraid of, or whether or not we should. Now I remember playing the game a long time ago, back when you could have 3 MSTs in your deck, and that shit was annoying as fuck. Now, I remember that nobody played anything in their back row that wasn't chainable. There was just mysticals flying everywhere. You couldn't keep nothing on the field for very long. You know, you had your Heavy, your Harpy's Feather Duster even back then, and 3 Mystical Space Typhoons, and nothing stayed on the backfield ever. And everybody played stuff like Wabaku and Scapegoats and Ring of Destruction. Anything that was chainable, that was all they seemed to play. They were really worried about keeping anything on the field for too long because nothing ever stayed. Now, you know, this is of course a new era, a new meta game, and you know, we finally got the 3 MSTs back, and we have it with Heavy. You know, so a lot of players have started, you know, reverting back to the mentality of, you know, getting rid of as much backfield as you can. And the question really is that wise in the current game state, or you know, are we overreacting, you know, remembering things of the past? I was on Shriek the other day, and I was looking at some of the top decks that were winning, and I saw that there was a TG deck that won, you know, tournament. I've seen a couple of them now, but I was looking at one, and he had over 20 traps in there. 20 traps with 3 MSTs and a Heavy Storm running around. And he just played, you know, stuff like Dark Bribes and Starlight Roads, and you know, any and every kind is still all the same stuff. Solemn, you know, Warning, Solemn Judgment, Dimensional Prisms, everything, you know, that you would think, you know, you shouldn't play in this kind of format, he still had in there. And I mean, I didn't, you know, get to see how he was playing the deck, to see how he was utilizing those traps. Of course, Japan's got a little bit different meta than we do, but you know, the question really becomes: are we, you know, seriously overreacting to having all this backfield hate? You know, should we still be trying to play like, you know, a good number of traps? So my question to you is, what do you think? Do you think having all these backfield destruction cards are going to inhibit players and make them not want to set very many cards and play less traps? Or do you think they should be doing the opposite, kind of like what some players are doing in Japan, and just playing a gazillion traps? Or do you think that's only because it works well in the TG deck? So just leave me a comment below on what you think, and I guess that's it for this week. This is GalacticGod, out.